Welcome everyone. Let's take a look at the current affairs and top news today. It's important to learn about these for the All India competitive exams along with UPSC. Here we take a look about the most important events today. The Taliban takes Kabul, President Ashraf Ghani flees, America absconds. The city's fate was sealed. Kabul was the last big city under government control after the fall of Mazar-e-Sharif Saturday evening, when the Taliban were spotted on the outskirts Sunday. President Ashraf Ghani, sources said, had fled the country, and hours after, Pakistan-backed Taliban fighters showed up on the outskirts of Kabul and their chiefs demanded transfer of power to avoid bloodshed. Next, Indian democracy needs to be repaired and revitalized. It is an occasion to recall the sacrifices of those who laid the foundations of modern India and who boldly envisioned a prosperous, harmonious, inclusive, democratic nation, united by our diversity, inspired by our rich history. We have created one of the world's largest economies and lifted the greatest number of people in the world out of poverty and disease through democratic means. In Chief Minister's Independence Day speeches, population control, health cards, water disputes. In Dehradun, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami announced a committee that would help implement effective law on population control in the state. In Amritsar, months before Assembly polls, Chief Minister Amrinder Singh announced that a law will be enacted soon to ensure budgetary spending on the welfare of Dalits in proportion to their population. FPI's pour Rs 2,085 crore in equities in first half of August amid rise in economic activity. The inflow in August can be attributed to an improvement in economic activity in the domestic market, even though concerns over the third wave of COVID-19 lingers globally. Foreign portfolio investors, FPIs, bought Indian equities worth 2,085 crore in the first half of August, owing to improvement in economic activity. In July, growth indicators gain pace, but risk aversion may put brakes. This article from Indian Express mentions manufacturing activity as measured by the Purchasing Manager Index (PMI) reversed a contraction witnessed in June and grew at its fastest pace in 3 months in July, as states relaxed curbs imposed in the wake of the second COVID wave. As for the high-frequency indicators, gross goods and services tax (GST) collections came in at an impressive Rs 1.16 lakh crore in July, largely June transactions, up a third on year and quarter on month. Next, in agricultural and handicrafts, IT Minister seeks proposal for digital payments beyond smartphones. According to the proposal calling for applications from these agencies, the ministry will do a complete mapping of the up and downstream of the supply chains, look into their raw material purchase, sales, as well as association with marketplaces. Apart from these, players which are working to provide some sort of offline payment solutions for areas and geographies which have limited internet connectivity will also be considered for the financial grant, the ministry further said. Next, Prime Minister announces rice fortification plan to tackle malnutrition, saying malnutrition poses major obstacles in the development of women and children. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday announced the fortification of rice distributed under various government schemes, be it the rice available at ration shops or the rice provided to children in their midday meals. The rice available through every scheme will be fortified by year 2024. Thank you very much for listening.